Hello everyone, I wanted to follow up with a second video related to big emotions, and I decided to redo the video so that I could slow down the 3 steps that are involved in this activity, which is an activity that I'm hoping you can practice at home. So if you're younger, I just want to point out that it's completely okay if you need your parents to walk you through and to help you through the 3 steps. If you're older or a teen, I would encourage you to practice these steps so that it becomes easier to do when you need to do it. If you remember from the previous video, the 3 steps that I'm about to review are things that you can try and do when you're facing a big emotional storm. So imagine you're feeling overwhelmed with big thoughts or feelings or emotions. The 3 steps are going to help you to try and be more present and stable so that you're not swept away by these big emotions. Okay, and so in order to try and help you remember the 3 steps, I want you to think about the word ACE, A-C-E. And each of the letters is going to remind you of each of the steps. So the letter A refers to acknowledging. So the very first thing we're going to be doing is to try and figure out what's running through our heads, all those thoughts that keep coming up into our minds that maybe sometimes we try to push away. They keep coming up. It's going to be helpful to acknowledge and to realize what's happening in our minds. It's going to be helpful to label them. So it might mean going, okay, I guess I'm angry, or I'm scared, and we're labeling it, and then we're also acknowledging where we feel it in our body. So remember, I said to you, for me, oftentimes I feel a tension in my chest, but for you, it might be butterflies in your tummy, a racing heart, headache, sweaty palms. Okay, so that's the first step, acknowledge. The second step, the C, refers to the idea of connecting with our bodies. So even though my heart might be racing or I might have a headache, the second step reminds us that we're able to do things with our body that allow us to experience other sensations. So it might mean when I'm tense, I find it helpful to sort of press my fingertips together or clasp my hands. You know, if I'm in class and I'm feeling anxious, I might be squeezing my thighs or pressing my feet into the ground. Something that I often work with kids and teens is focused breathing, right? So I might be really nervous in class. Big test is about to start, and I'm feeling really nervous. And I might spend some time just focusing on my breath. For example, I might be So no one needs to know what I'm actually doing, but the second step is connecting with your body in some way. And then the third step, the E, refers to engaging with your environment. So this is where we're using our senses to connect with what's happening around us. So it might mean looking at the vase or a picture, or looking outside and paying attention to the landscape. It might be pausing to listen to sounds in my environment. Or it might mean using touch, things like touching something soft or something that's smooth or rough. And basically we're using our senses to try and be present in the moment. Okay, so again, the 3 steps are acknowledging, connecting with our bodies, we're engaging with our environment. By doing those 3 steps, we're hoping to be present in the moment rather than thinking about the what ifs, or thinking about all these big emotions, thoughts, or feelings that pull us away from what we want to work on. And when we do this, it becomes easier to sort of know what to do next. So if I'm feeling anxious, I might say, okay, I need comfort from my parents, or I need to call a friend or my brother or sister. If I'm angry, I might get to the point of realizing that I need to take a step back. Okay, so I hope that's helpful. I hope you can practice these 3 steps. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you very much, guys.